Welcome to part 3 of Devil's Door. Where we last left off, everybody was trying to get with the main character for some reason. Actually, I know the reason. It's because she always dresses in style. Anyway, the remaining classes went by smoothly, with the exception being that I never saw Ash throughout the rest of the day. Miss Ellsworth was the only one I had with her after all, but I still typically would have found her in the lounge or cafeteria in between breaks. All I wanted to do was apologize and set things right with her. But she wasn't answering any of my texts, and I didn't know where to look out next. Come on, Ash. At least let me explain. It wasn't as if Ash and I were dating or anything, but ever since my first week in Marbrooke, she'd been enthusiastic in her attempts to get along with me. At first, I thought it was just Aunt Moore being close to her parents that pressured her to spend time. But the more I got to know Ash, I realized she was just lonely. She probably felt so ostracized from the rural town, where the people had their own cliques and secrets they didn't care to share with anyone. I sighed, checking my phone again for any replies to the messages I had sent her. Nothing. Ash, where are you? I raced across the grounds, growing more anxious with every lead turned cold. Deciding it'd be best to check her home next, I sent her parents a text to tell them about my arrival. It was evening by the time I arrived at Ash's, the neighborhood porch lights flickering on in sync. Ash's parents replied that they were out for town again. They're supportive parents from what I could tell, but had to leave for work often. Knocked on the door politely, hoping to see Ash, though still unsure of what to say. There was no answer, and it didn't look like anyone was home. Ash's bedroom window was dark. Where could she have gone? Marbrooke's stores and businesses all but shut down for Halloween, with everyone so absorbed in the festivities, so there weren't many places she could be. At least, not the typical hangouts I'd find her at. The craft store, guitar center, pet shop. I laughed quietly to myself. I never met someone so spontaneous as Ash before. Someone who just randomly ditched history for the sake of petting some puppies. The weight in the pit of my stomach grew heavier at the thought. I closed my eyes, recalling the events that started this whole mess. Alexa was being flirtatious as usual, though she took it to a whole new level today. Honestly, I couldn't even react in the moment, and that led to Ash's tears. I've never seen her cry before, and in the moment, she took off so quickly I didn't even notice. I just needed to find her, if only to know she was safe. Gathering a list of checkpoints in my head, I headed to the park to continue my search. Kitty! Okay, this audio feels weird. I gotta fix that. Config! There we go. Interesting. I don't know why the audio... It's kind of one of my complaints with this so far. It's just the audio drops. Well, you know, I'll probably do that at the end after I do the read-through. Is go over some of my some things I like and don't like about this. But so far, I'm enjoying everything thus far. It seems like an interesting story. Along the trailway, where was I? Okay, along the trailway that led to the park, I met a friend meowing softly beside the hedges. Cute little kitty. I'll pet the kitty. Can we pet the kitty? The familiar black cat gazed up at me in perfect recognition. Not long after moving here, I often crossed paths with this cat and started feeding her when I could. Strangely, she would always coolly reject any cat food and go straight for whatever lunch I had on hand. Of course, with the smell of those things, I didn't blame her. How are you doing today? Halloween working out for you? Set on my destination, I continued my stride as she turned to stroll alongside me. Following me, huh? Well, I'm not sure you want to do that. Luck doesn't seem to be on my side today. I smiled at the irony. According to superstition, black cats were unlucky by default and were to be avoided at any cost. Thing is, my luck went sour before you came out today. Meow. As if she understood, the graceful feline mewed in response. Humoring the situation, decided to keep talking. Yeah, a lot of things happened. I got roped into a few too many plans and hurt the only real friend I've got here. You didn't really hurt her. The other chick coming on to you kind of hurt her. But, okay, whatever. She might not even talk to me after this. I sighed dejectedly as we rounded the corner to the park. I looked around to no avail. Finally giving in to the need to take a break, I collapsed into a stone bench. Searching since the time class ended left me exhausted, and by now, the last remaining gleams of sunlight were escaping past the horizon. My feline friend joins me, transfixed on my reactions. I laughed under my breath. You know, if I were to lose her, I don't know what I'd do. But here I am, not even able to keep searching. Should I just try to send one last message? I mean, if we send another, it could be seen as just pestering, but at the same time, we need to know she's okay. We'll send one. I decided to try just one last time. Texting Ash to stay safe and call me back when she could was all I could do now. The rest would be up to her. I finally let up in frustration. The headache I'd been nursing since this morning had compounded tenfold, and ringing in my ears interrupted any coherent thoughts. I cursed in pain. While the running around for half the day, I had clearly neglected to hydrate and pace myself. Black dots raced across my line of vision. My feline companion nestled a step closer, attempting to comfort me as she watched my pain rise. Every second that passes, it grows less and less bearable, and I lay back, hoping to calm my body down. I pass out before my head even touches the cool stone.
Darling. My darling. You're in pain. I know. It's okay. It's all okay.
Is this the cat?
I'll make it go away.
I think this is the cat.
Just you wait for me. We'll be together. Soon.
I mean, the eye. I mean, it could just be the art style, but it looks like a cat's eye. So now I got a cat hitting on me? Wait, what? Ah. That's unfair. I wish I had a bunch of girls hitting on me in real life. Gradually waking up, I groaned at the aches in my back. The stone bench was close to freezing now as chills of cold wind blew by. My feline friend had left, and the moon was already peeking through the clouds. long was I out for? Straightened myself up with a heave, I checked my phone. 10:44. Low battery and 3 messages. None of which were from Ash. Great. All my efforts today were in vain. I had promised Ash I'd spend Halloween with her, but had little hope of fulfilling that now. Should I just go home? I wondered if it would be worth it to catch any of the invitation I was given for the night, considering my state. I was still in my costume after all. Sighing, I decided to at least head back closer to home. I was blocked by the resident black cat making yet another appearance. Squinting down to meet her gaze, I smiled gently. Sorry, bud. I don't have any snacks today. Oh, looks like I really messed up, huh? Her dark color blended into the shadows underneath, yet bright eyes stared back at me intently. I patted softly, and she leaned into my caress, tail dancing as she purred. As I moved down to stroke her paws, I noticed something wet coating her fur. This was blood? Did somebody hurt the cat? I stared at my blood-stained hand incredulously. Alarmed, I checked her for any injuries. But she suddenly leaps out from outside my grasp. Shit. Inside her mouth is my phone, glass screen cracking as her fangs bite down. Lunge for it, but she dodges easily. Pivoting, she sprints off towards the avenue with me close behind. I'm gonna assume the cat's not hurt, but did the cat attack Ash? But it was such a good kitty. I'm close enough to grab her before she dives down an embankment that causes me to lose my footing. Tumbling down into unfamiliar road, I cut my knee open and hear a bone fracture upon impact. Pain shoots through me. An agonized cry escapes. Breathing harshly, I squint to find any sign of light. A clue to where I was. A signal for help. Somebody. Help. Hello. I need help. Only the darkness answered. Sucking in a deep breath, I push aside the pain and heave myself up. The sharp grip beneath me digs into my palms. Somebody. I need help. I call out until my voice grows hoarse. Bleeding, broken, drained, I couldn't even drag my body forward. It was all I could do to continue surveying my surroundings for a sign of respite. Granting my wish, I saw a pair of lights make their way towards me. Here. Desperate, I extend my hand. The lights approach towards me faster and faster until... I wake up aching. Wait, I made it? I could feel everything. Cuts, scrapes, bruises scattered across my body. The burn from my broken ankle. But pain meant I was alive. I had miraculously survived. A croak of a laugh escaped me. Rolling myself over, I looked up towards the dawn sky. Orange hues, blood-red clouds blanketed the expanse above. No. Before me, a red sun engulfed the horizon. I choked back a sob in disbelief. This couldn't be right. Shaking now, I pushed myself up to my feet. Strange. My body was so clearly beaten and bruised, but I was able to stand up just fine. As if my body was weightless. I believe that's what we call shock. Yeah, you're in shock. Yeah, you're gonna do way more damage if you decide to walk. I looked up towards the direction of the call. You! Creepy cat thing! You were the one who got me here. I stared at the cat, frozen, unable to take in all that was going on. She waved her tail listlessly, waiting. As if spellbound, I followed. Like, we need to seriously get our phone back, too. We gotta clear our browsing history, you know, like... Reaching an antiquated-looking manor, the black cat spared me one last glance before jumping forth. Through the door. I gasped, open-mouthed. This had to be a dream. That's right. Like that bizarre voice I'd been hearing in my sleep. Maybe a dream. A gateway to my subconscious, right? But in that case, there could be anything behind that door. I hesitantly brushed my fingers across the brass handle. Should I? I mean, the story's called Devil's Door, right? So clearly the correct answer would be to open the door, but if we don't open it, we might get a secret ending. So yeah, let's try to find the secret ending. You know, maybe like we do this and like we all of a sudden like turn around and Ash is there and it's like all happy ending. You know, lovey lovey joy joy. Let's do that. Yeah. Deciding to search for another way out of this dream, I let go of the door's handle. But just as I turn my heel to leave, I feel a wave of fatigue wash over me. Suddenly my legs give out, folding in on me. As you finally succumb to shock. Yeah, okay, there we go. That makes sense now. Air leaves my body as if I'd forgotten how to breathe. My body doesn't struggle, doesn't fight. Betraying my thoughts, it simply welcomes the darkness.
My.
So, did we get the cute succubus waifu ending?
I can't tell you how disappointed I am.
I'm going to take that as a no.
And to think, I've led you all this way.
Oh, we go through the door to get the cute succubus waifu ending.
It seems. I'll just have to cut my loss.
Okay.
I'll mourn you, my darling.
Thanks, I think. Nope. So, not the cute succubus waifu ending.